Hi there Flosstubers, welcome to my channel. My name's Belushi Stitches. Welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if this is the first video of mine that you have clicked onto. Today will be another Gecko Rouge unboxing. I'm very excited about this one. We waited a couple of weeks for it. I'm really excited. One, to receive it, and then let alone to start it. This is the third unboxing of a Gecko Rouge. Is it? Yes, this is the third. So this is the third Gecko Rouge kit that I will be unboxing. This is not a Gecko Rouge channel exclusively. It just appears that way at the moment. And so yes, I'm gonna be opening this one. It came earlier on, and I normally, when you see these videos, I've normally already had a peek, but I haven't. I can see a little bit through a little bit of a hole in the paper there, but I've been trying not to look. Okay, so let's get on. So this is the paper. I'm gonna stop talking while I undo the pack because it's a bit crinkly. Ta-da! And this isn't just the kit. I've got a few other goodies in there. You can see them just starting to peek out, which I'm not gonna look at yet. I'm gonna make myself wait. So this is the kit. This is the kit. I'm so excited to receive this one for ages and ages and ages. So here is B. By Lorna Laine. It's so exciting. Look at the colours. Right, so try and be sensible. Okay, apologies. Look at these. Look at these colours. Look at all of these colours. Wow. I think we're about to get a visitor. This is my cat Ripley. She may walk into the camera at any time. We shall see how she feels. So, here we go. Right, let's have a look at the front sheet. So, here's the front sheet. And just, there we are. So there's a little bit of information here. Oh, there we go. So this just tells you the different sizes that you would have depending on which account you bought. And it shows you there's 89 colours in this one. And the stitches across and up. I'm just going to pause the video. My cat is desperately trying to get into a box that's on my table, and I need to stop her. I'll be back in a second. Okay, crisis averted. She's now picking on me. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She's really noisy. So there's a little bit of information. I've chosen 18 count for this one. 18 count is still my go-to, and it seems to work. I seem to be really comfortable with it. Though I have worked on other things previously. I did a test swatch on 25 count a couple of weeks ago, and deemed it a bit too small for me. However, I sort of revisited it, and actually it's not too bad. So I will be starting a pattern I've had for ages. I will be starting that one on 25. I'm going to try Tent and see how I get on. But for now, this one, anyway, back to more important information. This is B. So I've downloaded the pattern already. The day that this kit is sent out and dispatched, you receive the email to say this has been dispatched, and here's the pattern. So I've already downloaded that onto Pattern Keeper. I have recorded downloading it onto Pattern Keeper, and I will either upload that here in a second, or I'll upload it at the end. I haven't decided yet, so it's either going to be here. So this, weirdly, I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit, is my Kindle Fire. That's a reflection of my chair back, so that's unhelpful, sorry. What I wanted to show you today was how to, really briefly, there are much better tutorials online, I can assure you, but I've just had the email to say that my Lorna Laine B pattern from Gecko Rouge has just been emailed across to me, which means that my kit must be in the post. I'm so excited. Been waiting a couple of weeks for this one. I'm really, really excited. And I just really enjoy the uploading of the pattern part of all of this. So I thought I would share that with you. I haven't yet uploaded it to Pattern Keeper, so I'm literally doing it now on my lunch break. Like I said, this will be a 2-minute video. I might tag it onto another one. I'm not sure, but this, if you have any questions about it, let me know. But this isn't a proper tutorial. This is just me showing you how I'm going to do this in the next like 2 minutes, if that. So here we go. So once you're in Pattern Keeper, I'm just going to press the plus. I want to open the PDF. Gosh, my fingers look really strange on this camera. They look huge. Apologies. I've got my Dropbox set up, so I'm going to go into my Dropbox. And where am I? My beautiful folder of patterns. I love it. So I've got on here B, here's the pattern for B, and then here's the thread for B. So click on this one. This is so exciting. I'm so excited to start this one. Although there's another Gecko Rouge kit that came in before this one, so I should probably start that one. I want to start them all. So yeah, while this is going on, if you want to see progress of any of these, do check out Animal Instinct on YouTube and also Honeybee Stitcher on YouTube, and they both throughout their last couple of months on their floss tubes have been working on this one, so you'll be able to see the progress. I will obviously update with daily pictures on my Instagram, but also of course on the whip videos that I eventually will do on YouTube. So does the chart excerpt below have any shaded or lightly coloured rows or columns at the edges? So no. Does this one? No. Excellent. Input thread cards, yes please. So I want to add colours. So there's a special feature with Gecko Rouge kits of being able to go into advanced, and here this is the option then to import the thread card file. So yes please. And again then I have to go and find it in YouTube, oh my goodness, I have to go and find it in Dropbox, B thread. There we are. There it is. Looks pretty good to me. Seconds. It takes seconds. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to start this one. Look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is. Of course, it's so strange because when you look at other people's and they've sort of done progress, you never really get to see the end. Obviously, then you watch the finishes of people on YouTube, but you never actually sort of sit down and look at it and, I don't know, count the grit, count bits and look at things and, oh, that's paint bit, or oh, that's a petal. You don't really get the opportunity to look at things properly, or I don't anyway. I'm also often stitching while watching floss tubes, which I should probably stop doing. Sorry, this is so wobbly. So that's the mock-up. Oh, it's going to go to sleep any second. We'll just click to PDF, and looks good to me. So once you're happy with this and you know that all of the numbers are down the side, then we just click this little arrow which is off camera, and there it is. There it is. So yeah, it probably gets too small and then you can't see. Wow. I'll attempt that another day. Or it's not going to be here and I left a gap. So again, this is the sort of the general information that you receive. You receive a copy of the legend. I can show you this. There's no DMC numbers on here. I've explained in one of my previous videos that it's primarily it's to protect the artists. Otherwise, these patterns could easily be sold across, and people could just buy them and just kit these things up themselves. And that's not the agreement with the artists and with the company. So you have the symbols, the numbers. And the numbers correspond to the threads on the thread cards, and then obviously the colours here, which just show you which ballpark colour you're going to be using. It's tricky, obviously, if you're going to be using the symbol or the number to match up, it's unlikely you'd be using the actual colour to match, to find the colour in this beautiful section of threads. And just some basic information here about sort of where to start, how to start, all the different types of stitches. This one is full coverage and full crosses, no half crosses or anything, but I think this one has a pink background here, but it doesn't actually have a, you don't actually stitch the background. I think you stitch these sort of small drops. These bits up here aren't included. These bits are, yeah, so there's no background, so you just stitch on whatever colour Ada or even weave or fabric that you choose, and I chose Ada, 18 count Ada. Here we are. I just like it. I'm going to put that on there, and then here are the threads. Wow. Now, last time I did this, I think I broke the needle. I don't know how I managed it. It was fine at the beginning of the video, and then a couple of minutes later, after I'd sort of shaken out the threads and shown you guys what I was doing with them, I noticed that half of this was on the table and half of it was sort of hanging around. So I'm going to take this one out for now, but you do always receive a needle. It's a really good, sturdy, heavy-duty needle. They're the ones that I'm using now, and I definitely prefer them. So I'm just going to stick that in my Ada over here. So here are the threads. I may as well show you the threads. Now I have to say that normally my camera doesn't do the colours justice. However, I can see through my camera screen now, and this yellow is just as bright as the one that you can see on the screen. It's really bright. It's fantastic. I'm just going to work my way through them. How many did we have? Did we say 89? 89 colours. And again, like I said, this is the numbers here and the symbols that you would match up as you're looking at your pattern. So I'm just going to work my way across. Some really, really bright ones in here, aren't they wonderful? And if you haven't seen one of my unboxings, or in fact anyone's unboxing of these kits before, these threads here are looped around in a little knot here, and they are one long piece. So all you have here are they're all loops, and then you'll end up with two ends. If I can find them. There's the two ends there, and all of those are loops. One long piece, just looped and looped and looped. And I'll pause my video in a second and go and grab my other thread card from the kit that I'm currently working on. Different people do different things, and what I found as working for me is to cut every single one of these loops right down the middle. It doesn't matter if some, when they've been looped around, it doesn't matter if some are a little bit shorter than others. You can see there, these loops here are a bit shorter than these ones. It doesn't matter. When you cut all these loops, you end up with double this length as a piece. And because I'm stitching with 18 count, I'm able to start with the loop start, which is where you use one piece of this, which is double this length once you've cut this, and then you fold it in half and you do the loop method, which I'll show you another time. Loads and loads of videos if you want to see different ways to start, and the loop method, the loop start method is really easy, really quick and easy. There's no tail at the beginning left, there's no knot, no wasted thread, so it works for me. So that's what I do. So I cut all these, and then because they're a bit tricky to, you can see here, like if you were to sort of turn the page, they're not tight around my hand when I'm doing this, but you can see that they do get a bit tangled. Naturally, they're going to get a bit tangled with the other ones. So what I tend to do is I don't do it with the really small ones. Like if there's only a little bit, if you're only given a little bit, I probably wouldn't do it with these, but I would certainly do it with this sort of size, certainly these sort of big chunky sections across here, and I would plait them or braid them, and then when you need that one piece of floss, because you've cut the ends, all you have to do is just take one tiny strand here on your needle, and then literally just pull that one, and it'll all come out of here, it'll all ravel up and look like a horrible, horrible mistake. And then as soon as you've taken that thread away, this just sort of comes loose again. But you do need to obviously cut the ends. Don't attempt that with the loops in the end, because that will be horrible. Nobody wants anyone to do that. So definitely don't do that. Yeah, look at these lovely dark colours up here. I mean, they're just beautiful colours, aren't they? Look how bright that one is. So we're still going on. Now we've hit our 89. We've hit our 89 colours down here. And this one, I haven't actually had this before, and I've seen this in somebody else's. I haven't actually needed it for any of mine. So this is number 11, and this is where the additional threads are. So if I skip to, that looks, I won't say, but I think I may know which DMC number that one is. If I skip to number 11 here, it's here as well. So obviously this hole here wouldn't have withstood having all of that in there together. So they've obviously put the maximum that sort of goes in this bit, and then they've given you the additional bits down here. So that's really cool. So I'm just going to pause now and just show you what I've done on my other kit. Back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back. So, ta-da! Before I show you this as well, I just wanted to show you that there is a little bit of information on the front here, and it does confirm 18 count is the one that I chose. 2/1 is also the one that I chose, and I did choose for a digital PDF pattern to be sent across to me, which has already been received. These are the threads that I have for my cats. It's not called Cats, it's called Love by Dany Lizeth, and it is such a beautiful pattern. In fact, let me show you as well. Okay, I'm back again. Clearly, I'm so excited to receive this kit that I have not prepared. So my apologies for all this jumping aboutness. And I will, at some point, I promise, show you guys where I am with all these whips I have started. This is the one that I've started so far. This is obviously the needle minder, just to show you the picture of it. But it's these two beautiful cats here, and these are the threads that came with it. So this looks like a mess, I apologise, but this is sort of how I store it. So you just sort of fold them around. So I'm just going to pull out a little bit on the camera. Here we go. So first thing I do is loosen this ribbon. This one here is quite tight at the moment because this is obviously tied. So you can't really, if you're going to turn the pages, you're going to start ripping the cardboard. So I loosened that bit and I tied it back up again. But I've still got plenty of space here, and it means that each individual page can literally open properly, and then I do it and I would never do this with my books, which is to fold back the front cover of a book. That's just my thing, but I will do it with these. So if I need, say, number 32, I will treat this like a book, and I'll put that first card right at the back, and the same, I think it's probably shredding the ribbon at some point, but I'm going to work with it. So I just keep turning it around like a book, and use what I need. So we might as well, I want to try and find a bright one. I want to try and find a bright one to show you, because it's a bit, well, let's just go back to the front page. It's a little bit more like B then. If I show you this bright yellow, you can definitely see it. So as you can see with all of them, in fact, I have braided most of them into really, really loose braids. Of course, when I first did this, they were obviously a little bit tidier, and they did go down to the end. This is, I haven't re-braided, replatted. I haven't done anything with them since I first did this in my preparation to start. So some of them are when I started, I obviously just plaited them all and then realised actually that's a bit tricky to take out one thread because it's so tight, because there's so many different parts of the plait in here. But actually it works out fine. This one, I probably wouldn't bother with something that small. There's no point to divide that into 3 when you've only got 4 to start with. So I'd left that one. But yeah, so you can see all these ones. Now it looks particularly messy because you've got all these tiny, tiny little bits here. And what these are and I think I showed you on one of my other videos, but I think I used an example of a really, really short bit, which was massively unhelpful. So let's go with this. Let's go with number 11. So here on number 11, actually, I'm just going to sit down again. So here on number 11, I've obviously taken, well, not obviously, but I have taken off one piece here, just one tiny, tiny, tiny strand like that. And I've just pulled it, and it'll look horrendous. It'll look like this. It'll start to bunch up. As soon as you've removed that and you've taken that one thread away, this will just go back to normal, like that almost, just like that. So say you take that one piece off and you only need it for a few stitches, so then you've got 2 pieces left over. Well, I don't, some people do things like they have spare thread cards, so they have one of these for like the main pieces and then another section for individual bits. I just tie it off to the right. I just tie it off to the side. Lea Revenga, not entirely sure how to pronounce your surname. I apologise, Lea. This I think I saw Lea do this, and so I've just followed suit. So if I have a little bit left over, I will use exactly the same kind of knot loop here, and I will just put it next to it. So it does look like a bit of a mess because it's all these little bits off to the side, but it's you don't want to waste, because it's a kit, you don't know what colours they are, you don't want to waste anything, even though they provide you, Gecko Rouge provide you with plenty of additional floss to finish everything. Then, but I'm just one of those sort of safe, rather be safe than sorry, and I don't like to waste stuff, especially not these wonderful colours and DMC threads. So yeah, so this, I appreciate this looks a bit messy, but it's a working system now, and it's absolutely fine. So that is exactly what I will do with the threads from B. Oops. And it's really actually quite therapeutic to sit, and I had to sit with this sort of I think I put my feet up on a footstool and I put this bit over, sort of over my knees, and then I sat and I just cut the ends and I plaited them all, and it was really quite therapeutic. Just watched a bit of TV and probably listened to a podcast, and it was quite therapeutic, and they were all prepared before I started, and then you don't have to do anything as you go along, you're just ready then. So yeah, the day before I decide to start B, I'll be working through these because it works for me now, and especially on some of these pieces. I'm not sure what this one's like, but on some of these pieces, especially this, especially my cat's loved one, there's a lot of confetti, and so it works, and it's better for me to have shorter pieces. Normally, if I'm doing a cross stitch, I suppose, yeah, I think before I came to these kits, I would choose a really long piece of thread. I just like stitching with really long threads, and I've kind of, my technique now kind of stops it from twisting, and you know, you kind of work with however my threads twist, but I've got a way to get out of it really quickly. So you just get used to your method, really, don't you? And but with these kits, or certainly with the cat's one, quite heavy on confetti, but thoroughly enjoyable. And this is perfect length. You end up with double this length looped in. So yes, that's how I will prepare those. If you have any questions about that or want me to link to anything, please let me know. Like I said, Lea has done a wonderful, and that was one of the ones that I watched and watched and watched before I ordered my first kit, or especially while I was waiting for my first kit to arrive. I just watched her unboxing of another Gecko Rouge kit and just watched it over again. So yes, so here we go. So those are the beautiful threads. Can't wait to start. Okay, so I'm going to delve back into the bag, see what we've got. Yay. Okay, so, whoops. This one, is it? Yeah, it must be, yeah. Okay, so, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I'm now reasonably obsessed with needle minders. I've made the decision that no matter which kit I choose, if there's a needle minder that will match it, I will buy a needle minder. That's my new thing. So I've ordered one at the same time. Couldn't help it, just made the decision. This is the, no, I got this wrong in my last video because I think I was probably too excited. This is 3.8 centimetres, or 38 millimetres. and they do them in 3 different sizes. These are the smallest. This one's particularly heavy, but in a really good way. You can see how magnetic it is. Can't split it. There we go. Whee! Get this one back on here. Wow, look at that. And actually, let's do that, because that would be much safer, wouldn't it, to put the needle instead of on there on the actual needle minder. So that's the needle minder for B. I just absolutely, yeah, that's my new favourite thing. I've also bought 2 more needle minders, which I'm incredibly excited about. So let me show you. I'm just going to zoom in and move across a bit. There we go. Okay, so this one is, just going to open this one in front of you. This one is a picture of a mermaid. This is by, this artist is Selina Fenech, and the design is called Adrift. I'm actually stitching this one elsewhere, and this needle minder was available with Gecko Rouge, so obviously I was going to buy it to match one of my whips because it's just beautiful. I will talk to you about that another time in my video. In fact, it's that way round, because this is obviously the water level here. And she's floating, and her tail is just beautiful in the just these beautiful colours that really stand out. So that one, had to buy that one. And this one, look how sad, look at it, it looks really sad. So this is by, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but Zazac Namoo. Again, I'll put link below. This is the pattern called Whale 3, and the full pattern of this one, the full design is, there's a big blue whale across the skyline in kind of stars. I'll pop a picture in here. So on Gecko Rouge, this is a kit that currently shows as unavailable. However, I have asked if that's something that they can bring back, because I will buy it immediately. There's just something about it. I think, like all of us, if you see something, there's something either really appeals to you immediately and you have to have it, or it's not your thing, and this was one of my ones that was absolutely my thing. So I've asked if it's something they can put back as available onto the website, because I really want it. And in the absence of it, I bought a slightly larger needle minder. I thought, okay, well, if the kit doesn't come back, then I've got the opportunity then to have a slightly bigger needle minder, and this is probably something I'm going to put on the wall like a little frame. Look at this beautiful little gift box that you receive. Wonderful. And here he is. And here he is. Big old magnet in the back there. Big one. So I just think he's absolutely beautiful. I just love it. So those are my needle minders, which I just couldn't help but buy. It's on a nice bed of foam. Oh, it's very velvety. It's very, very soft, very velvety. That's lovely. So that's those are the needle minders. I don't know, do you guys do anything in particular with your needle minders when you're not using them, or after you've used them? Or if you're like me and you've decided to buy one for each kit, then I probably, when I finish this one, I wouldn't be working on this one, so I probably wouldn't use this one, which is a bit sad really, because if I was working on B, I'd be using this one. So what do you guys do? I think I can picture them kind of in my hallway going up the staircase, like little circular pictures kind of mounted to the wall, almost like round picture frames but mounted to the wall. I don't know, I can just sort of picture them all together displayed, because it would be really sad to just put them away and not see them. So yeah, what do you guys do with yours? Or do you end up with one piece at the end where you can barely stitch on the fabric because you've just got sort of 15 needle minders without needle, when you're only using one needle? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something with them because they're just so look at them, they're so beautiful. So yeah, I think that's everything in the kit to show you. there were some bits and pieces in the pattern that on my first unboxing, I show you, because I had a printed pattern on that one. And so in each page of the pattern, the printed pattern, it shows you which page you are in the whole like overall design. So you can identify really quickly which what section you're working on. I use Pattern Keeper, so I have I haven't asked for a printed pattern for this one and my most recent one. It just wasn't. It will sit in a bag and I won't use it because I'm using Pattern Keeper. And worst case scenario, if my Pattern Keeper failed or I needed it, then I could now print out the PDF copy and I can use that one. So yeah, nothing else to show you in this unboxing other than this beautiful array of stuff. Look at it, isn't it wonderful? So yes, that is it. I'm waffling now, I apologise. This is B by Lorna Laine, kitted and charted by Gecko Rouge, and received today. I'm so excited to start this one. I absolutely cannot wait. Just to say that there are two people in particular that I have watched the progress of these, and they are Animal Instinct, Kelly at Animal Instinct and Morgan at Honeybee Stitcher, both available on Instagram and YouTube. And they have both, if you want to check out people's progress, because I haven't started this one, if you want to check out their progress, do check them out, check out the videos and the pictures, because it's just been wonderful. And actually seeing both of theirs, guys, that has massively inspired me to get this one. I liked the look of this one as soon as I went onto the Gecko Rouge website, but there were others that sort of, you know, you have to prioritise what you go for. And then I saw the progress of this one for those two people, and I just thought, oh my god, I've got to buy it immediately. So I did. Yeah. So I have an exam a week tomorrow. It's my final exam of the year. On my course, I've then got a whole other year, but I'm going to deal with that later. So I am absolutely not allowed to start this one. I already have 3 proper whips in my rotation. I've never had a rotation before. I've always been a one person. I've never had any. Do you know, I said that last time by accident. So I've never. So I currently have 3 whips in my rotation. I've never had a rotation before. I've only ever worked on one piece at a time. So that I've got, yeah, this will be like my 3rd one to start from these guys. I've got another couple to start from other designers. And yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do. However, I love this one so much. I'm going to start it the weekend after my exam. So what I will be probably doing is, as soon as my exam's done, I feel like I can commit to showing you guys a video of kind of my progress on these unboxings that I've done. I think I started one of the unboxings so far, and a couple of other pieces. So yeah, I want to show you guys what I've been doing so far. And also, a couple of you have asked me to show you the projects I finished previously, and so I need to dig them out because I don't actually know where they are. They're somewhere in my top sort of craft room, and I don't know where they are. I know they're rolled up. You know when you can picture things, but you don't actually know where they are. So I need to find those, but I can't concentrate on that while I'm studying for this exam. But this is perfect motivation because I want to start this one immediately, and also. I started my cat's, my love piece here by in the middle, which is directly on the little noses that meet there. And I've always been a start at the top left stitcher, and then I work across a bit. I might work down a little bit, and then I might go back up here, or I might do the whole thing and then sort of work my way down row by row. I've never ever started in the middle before until this one, where I have started in the middle, and I have found my brain, obviously, the way that I've been stitching for like 20 years, starts me on the left and I work across line by line. I'll talk about that on another video, but I'm obviously not ready in my brain to start in the middle because I just sort of, I wander aimlessly, like I don't know where I'm supposed to, I don't know which quadrant I'm supposed to focus on first, and it just really confuses me, and I can't see progress because I end up going in all directions, and it really it really confuses me. So with my cat's one, I've now moved. I've done the majority of the cat's head, and then I've just worked my way across the top of the cat's body to the left, and now I feel like I'm in the right place to. That's the wrong word to use, but I'm in the right place to start going right. And with this one, even though there's no background, that you don't actually stitch this sort of purpley pinky background, I will be starting top left, because that is right for me. And I think, like any of us, it's worth trying something, and then once you have tried it, you know if it's right or not. But certainly, I'm loving when I've seen other people's progress and they have started in the middle, and the middle section must be this dark black section, because then you see their sort of progress, their first pick of progress, and they've done the outline of anything dark around here, and the legs and the bit of the body. So it's quite interesting to see how that people have started in the middle. I don't think I've actually seen anyone start top left. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember now. But that's where I'm going to be starting. So that is absolutely for me. I've made that decision early on. So there we are. This is B by Lorna Laine, charted and kitted by Gecko Rouge. And I hope you've enjoyed the unboxing. Please ask me any questions that you have. If you have any questions that are more about me, kind of how I do certain things, or if there's anything particularly you want to see, just ask, just comment below. Please feel free to like, subscribe, ask me anything, comment. If you appreciate the video and you like to see these unboxings, please let me know. And hopefully I'll have. I don't have anything else on order, do I? No. I don't have anything else on order. That's a shame. I think I might have to go and rectify that immediately. I think ultimately I'm waiting to see if this one, Whale 3, comes back on, because I want to order this one immediately. So I'm waiting for this one, and there's 2 others in Gecko Rouge I'm umming and ahhing about. And also Gecko Rouge have now put puzzles onto their main website. They were previously separate, on a separate website by Puzzle Prints. And if you see my mini haul video, I think possibly the one before this one, I have actually bought one of them. And so there's a particular kit on Gecko Rouge, and I'm not sure whether to buy the cross stitch kit or whether to buy the puzzle. So yeah, I'm gonna go and order some stuff. Okay, thank you guys. I hope to see you soon. And like I said, if you've got any questions, please let me know. And if you're happy to give me a little thumbs up, that'd be great. And then I know that you guys are enjoying these. So thank you very much. Take care. See you soon. Bye.